Everybody. I just woke up. Yeah. Story of my life. Back on live. Woo! How y'all doing? Come up out of my slumber sleep and I get my hi, who's ever on here? I'm so excited to be back on live. Thank you all for subscribing and liking and commenting and sharing my videos. Hi. How are you? I'm back on live. Only had me down for 2.5, 3 weeks. I worked my butt off. Spirit was with me the whole way, man. Tell you what, it was a fight. But guess who's home? The mothership has landed. Well, I was doing a lot of lives. I was doing a lot of my readings live. And one of the things, it was a good experience. Let me put it that way. I wasn't uploading videos. I wasn't making videos. I was just mostly doing live streaming, especially when it came to my tarot and stuff. And I noticed when I was doing the live streaming that my videos weren't, going on like the suggested and stuff like that. So the videos weren't getting the views and the likes and the shares that they should have been. So my channel was growing very slow. Well, as soon as I started uploading videos again, my subscriber rating went through the roof. I'm up 422 subscribers in like 2.5 weeks. So I know that I do definitely have to continue uploading my videos for my tarot. But I'm going to start doing lives. There's a lot of things I'm changing with my channel. Go figure. It's Taurus season. Time to reorganize things. Time to reorganize my channel. Don't worry, you're not losing me. It's just things are going to be a little bit more professional at this point. I'm not going to go into a studio or anything like that. No, you're going to get what you got from me. But yes, YouTube put me back on my live stream. I'm so excited. Hi, honey. How are you? Welcome to my channel. I wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Well, I still have Taurus and Scorpio to do yet. So I'm going to get to them. I'll get to them, I promise. I'll be uploading videos all week. It does take me a while to upload videos. Oh, it does. It takes Angel Wings, have you saw the Libra tarot videos yet that I've done? I'm also going to start one of the other things, I'm going to probably set up a super chat. I can do that now. Where I can actually do channeled stuff and pull cards for y'all individually, activation cards and stuff like that, along with tarot. There's a lot of things with this channel that I'm going to be switching up. But before it was just easy, I would get things. I'm telling you, things just, the light switch just flipped and Spirit did it. So, yeah. I want to thank you all. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do. My readings are, a lot of people enjoy them. They speak right to the person's soul and right to what they need at that time. That's why, like, a lot of times I don't do signs in order a lot of times. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll ask Spirit, like, who do I do next? And then I'll start getting songs and then I know exactly who it's for. So far for May coming out, all of April's is finished. Thank you. I try. I just allow Spirit to flow and whatever he says comes out, sometimes disciplinary. So, however, one of the things I wanted to say is even my cross watchers for signs seem to sometimes really their shadow comes out big time when they watch tarot, because if they're cross watching for somebody that they're upset with or wanting to get back reacquainted with and it's not going their way, they get pissed off at the reader. And basically they're getting pissed off at spirit. They get pissed off at the reader instead of, taking into account, maybe I need to, switch up my game and move forward in my own power. And then you're going to attract the right people to you. Does that make sense? Instead of staying the same, staying stuck on somebody, you know what? That's why I'm here, because I know that there's a lot of people within the community that are stuck. Sorry about that. There's a lot of people who are stuck and they don't know how to get unstuck off this person. And that's why I'm here. Like, a lot of my readings had to do with, helping people get unstuck from, and basically we're all energy. We are all energy. And they get stuck on a certain person and they can't break free. That person actually put their clutches in your energy system and you can't break free for some reason. They have ruminating thoughts. They have they can't let go. They don't have the capacity. Really what they're going through is the dark night of the soul of finding out who they are. I know for me and for people who have been going through dark nights of the soul, who have been stuck for so damn long and figuring this out. This was like, how can I put it? This was like an initiation type thing happening. A trial run, shall I say, of light workers who had to learn how to get unstuck from energy. And it took us a long time. Well, the next wave coming up, light workers need to be on their game a little bit and be able to help assist. We need to assist the ones who are still stuck to get unstuck. Oh boy. Yeah, I was dealing with this Scorpio. He was not my husband. And maybe in a past life he was, but he was not my husband. It was just somebody who I knew for a long time. I got very fooled and very duped by the twin flame connection because I had all the synchronicities. I had the recognition, like he came back after so many years, and the push and the pull. No, it was abuse. It was abuse of what he was doing. He was a narcissist, sociopath. Well, I'm telling you. Yeah. Hi, all you new subs. I'm so excited you're here on my live stream. But yes, I'll be resuming private readings again in May. I took time off because finally coming to the end of my own self and breaking really bad ego stuff off. I was in the middle of a breakup. Narcissistic tendencies. I don't know if he was a full-blown narcissist. I don't care at this point. I released him. Told him, get out of my life. And it's funny that my live stream is now back because he tried to hoover yesterday on Easter. And then it was around the same mountain. And I was like, look, dude. And then I noticed that the girl, this is a coincidence. I noticed that I'm not even friends with her, but she's been stalking my stuff. The girl who I felt like he was messing around started stalking me. So I know he's been talking to her. Can't fool a psychic. Sitting there telling me my reality wasn't correct. I don't live in delusions or illusions. Sometimes we can put ourselves in there, or narcissists can get us in. If we're in their grips, they can put that illusion over you. I'm not in that no more. Someone tries to put an illusion over my head that they're being faithful, and my gut is telling me something's wrong. And to run, trust your gut. Always trust your gut. I'm just so excited. I get back on this morning, and I did message YouTube last night. I'm like, look, I hit my 1,000 subscribers. I'm well above now. When can I get my live streaming back? Well, I woke up this morning. Well, actually, I woke up at 12:12. Synchronicity. 12/12 and sitting there thinking, and I'm like, oh, damn. Guess what? Live stream back. I'm so excited because now when I go working down at my apartment that needs done, that I'm going to go do later, I am going to do the readings for Gemini, and I had requests. I had readings for Gemini and Cancer. The ones I have for May, from now until the end of May, are actually uploaded. For Pisces, Aquarius, Libra had the first and the highest views and the most subscribers. My rising sign, thank you. That's also a sign. My rising sign, rising out of the ashes, rising from the phoenix coming out of the, that's what happened. That Libra full moon shifted everything for me. And I hope that you guys have felt it as well. Libra's my rising sign. My sun sign is Aries, and then my moon sign's Capricorn. So like I have a decent balance. It's all three cardinal signs. But I promised Gemini that I was going to do theirs. Oh well, that's spirit. That's Pisces was just, I love doing Pisces readings because I'm telling you, as soon as I ask spirit, I'm like, what do you got for Pisces? Watch their reading. It was amazing. Those dark nights of the soul, do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say, like, it almost feel like you feel like you're going crazy in depression. You feel one minute you're okay, the next minute you're on your face crying. And a lot of times it's okay. Well, if you've been going through a series of those, spirit has given me, and I told them in the Pisces reading that if you've been going through these series, that they're not going to last as long. Well, I think Libra's reading was pretty decent. Libra's getting there. You guys are breaking free. Libra has been silenced. They have. They've due to, and I'm going to tell you why, due to not being able to make a clear and concise decision. And I think a lot of that had to do with distractions of what ifs, what ifs, what if this happens? How am I going to do this? And so and that has happened for me. Being a Libra rising, my Aries sun wants to run full force into something, but then Libra rising is like, how am I going to do it? And then that's fighting against my Aries sun. Like those two were like, and they are opposite signs. Libra is my opposite sign for my Aries sun. So they were always, so then nothing would get done. And then when I finally released it, my Capricorn moon is like, all right, this is how it gets done. This is where you went wrong. This is how we're going to shift everything, and everything is going to come back to proper alignment and balance in a higher, in a higher way than what it was done in the past. And you're going to be very happy, you know. My community of people, the majority of them are light workers, or they don't know they're light workers or empaths yet, and they figure it out when I do readings for them, because many light workers and empaths have been waking up because they've been in an abusive situation with, darkness and dark forces, and not necessarily people. One thing I want to get across to you all, and this is not me sticking up for that type of energy at all. These people are used as a tool for empaths and light workers to come into their power, to go through those dark nights of the soul and those hard times. You're going to come out better on the other side. Power will come upon you as a result. But it's an ego death and an ego breaking, because we want to control. And honestly, we want to control people. We can't control other people. We have to realize that people are going to do what they're going to do. most of us are divine feminine and divine masculine who are in the light worker community. I'd say 99.9% of us are, and we want our twin. However, we want a narcissist or a sociopath to be our twin. We think it's our twin and it's not. Like we get it up here that somebody is who we want them to be, and they're really not that. So if you're experiencing any of that stuff, or you're experiencing this, what feels like depression, but it's actually the dark night of the soul, and you go in and out, in and out, in and out. Next thing you know, it's May, and you finally wake up, and you're like, where did the last 5 months of my life go? Well, you've been in a spiritual cocoon, learning who you are. So when you leave, did you leave? And if you have children, you're going to have to gray rock. Angel Wings, did you leave? You can't change him. You can love him from a distance. That's what I do with mine. Well, at one point, you're going to have to make a clear, concise decision. Consult spirit. Always, always, always consult spirit. A lot of times people just need left alone. Okay, good. So you're safe. When that divorce comes in and you get those divorce papers, you'll be free. That's one of the things that I've noticed, until someone's free to actually be fully and completely with their other half without them being married, still having that constriction over them of being married, you can't really move on. For me, my ex-husband did this to me for 8 years. We were separated until finally I said, enough. I'm not getting back together with you. Like, it's been 8 years. Like, sign the damn papers. Let's do this. Like, that way you could, but you had this gray cloud following you everywhere you went, even though you were separated and physically separated for 8 years. Even trying to date somebody, nothing ever worked. I'm actually legally divorced now, folks. I got the papers to prove it. But like, even, and I don't want to say anything, there's still a contract there. Yeah. Well, he has to share finances with you until I would set up your own account. I really would. Dude, it took me 8 years to get away. And it wasn't like get away. I was on my own, doing my own thing. There was nothing. But it was that contract. We needed it broken. And once that contract's broken by the law, finally it's recognized that I'm free to move forward. Excuse me. Finally free to move forward then. But a lot of times people, I ran into a lot of karmics this way, by the way. Yep. Because I wasn't divorced at the time. And a lot of karmics came in and didn't care that I was still considered married. And I really didn't think a whole lot about it. I ran into a lot of narcissists this way. And then when you meet one, it's like the rest of them just come in. You can't get rid of them. It's one after the other after the other. That's why I say I can name narcissists A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. They're everywhere. And they seem to be really attracted to light workers. You're telling me they don't forgive and forget. They just sit in hiding and wait till the right time to pounce. Well, let me tell you what happened with me. I didn't get on here and be like, hallelujah. When I finally broke up with my last ex-boyfriend, it was 3 weeks ago today, actually. Um, it was like talking in circles. I was always wrong. He was always right. I was doing this bad. He was doing that bad. We could never come to a compromise. There was no compromise. We were both Aries. They don't forgive. Hi, Logan. How are you? They don't. Scorpios usually don't forget. They'll wait 17 years, come back and try to destroy your life. They don't care. They sit and hide and wait. They'll wait. They'll wait. They don't care. That's how some Scorpios are. That's how the dark side of Scorpios are. There's some really powerful light workers that are Scorpios too, and we need them. We need them to combat the darkest of. Yeah. See, the thing is I don't forget bad behavior either, and my ex kept on telling me that I was bringing those recognitions into our current relationship because I learned how to watch for red flags now, and he displayed a lot of them. One of them being no compassion for anything that I've gone through in the past. Well, either way, I broke up with him. The Scorpio who I was dating way prior to him, I took a long time off of dating, and then I met AJ. And I come to find out the day that I cut things off with AJ, which was 3 weeks ago today, the Scorpio who I was seeing 2 years ago, his house got raided by the cops. Yeah, well, it's hard to even be friends um with people you dated. Well, it's hard when you've had a binding contract with somebody, especially when you have children. There's bonding that we do. Um, with some people, they don't bond back. They're almost they feel like they're emotionally dead. Are you being stalked? Because if you're being stalked, you do. I don't feel in danger. My ex knows I have two firearms right next to me. Look, I have a firearm. Someone comes in my room, it's right there. I don't care. He knows that gun is right there. My other gun is over there. And I have a sword. I usually use that for rituals though to cut things off. But hi Mimi R, how are you? I'm back on my live stream. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing. Libra, you rock. I've got the most subscribers from my Libra community, which is my rising sign, which makes so much sense. It's such a synchronicity for me. It is. Thank you all. And with I just want to help people. That's all I've ever wanted to do in my life. And I felt like I was hitting one block after another after another. So I wake up today at 12:12. And when I said that, it was 24:24 on the thing. And I went to bed relatively early last night, but the thing is the night before I was up all night praying for Resurrection Day. I don't call it Easter. I call it Resurrection Day. And that's how I feel like I've been. And wouldn't you know, I got hoovered yesterday. And it was the same old round around. And then I noticed the synchronicity where The girl who I was pretty sure he was talking to behind my back, which he claims he wasn't, ended up coming across my Facebook stuff. Like, she's not even a friend of mine, but yet she was looking in on my shit. Like, how? That something seemed off there. Well, by that time, I went supernova empath on him and said, look, I know you've been talking to other freaking people. Sit there and tell me. I don't care at this point. Leave me alone. I'm moving on to bigger, better things. Thank you very much. Since I left, here's another sink. When you know something's, you're supposed to do something. Since I left that situation, my subscribers are 422 plus in 2.5 weeks. 3 weeks? Yeah. That's a synchronicity for me, that was a karmic relationship and a contract that needed closed. And the other thing is when I broke up with him at the same exact time, I was messaging him saying, this isn't going to work. The Scorpio's house that really threw me into the dark night of the soul got raided by the cops. He's now sitting in jail. So that's closed too. And I feel bad. I don't want to cut anybody off. I know that I have extraordinary compassion for people, but I'm the type of person, if you're with me, all I want somebody to do is adore the person I am and love just me for who I am and actually take my feelings into consideration. I haven't found that yet. I haven't found anybody near as compassionate toward my situations as I am them. And I'm dating them. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, I'm very giving in my energy. And this is one thing that I want to talk to you all about. Not to be so giving with your energy, but make sure you get alone time. Make sure you get time outside. Make sure that you get time to talk to spirit. Because I noticed in a lot of these karmic relationships, your spiritual self falls to the side sometimes. And your focus is on pleasing that person and not making sure you're being taken care of spiritually. That's why I did the video, part of it, on Savage Jesus, like how he rolled, man. That was his most important thing, was his relationship within himself and his higher self. Your situation was work related. Yeah, I had a situation that was work related too. That was bad. I was too sensitive and too giving to my people. And it was actually a blessing in disguise. I know this, that I got out of there, because I was drained every day I came home from work. I was a social worker. So I was just finally figuring out the, hang on a minute. I was finally figuring out how to do this stack of paperwork like this. Yeah. I want you guys all just to practice honing your energy. I want you all just to practice honing your energy and sitting with it. And if something, one of the things that I've noticed is if you feel butterflies or a fluttering in your sacral chakra, if you feel that, all those butterflies and all that euphoria and all that good feeling, you're probably being love bombed. That's probably what's going on. Because when you're being love bombed by somebody, it sets off a series of endorphins in your brain, and it's a bonding thing. You're starting to bond to somebody. And I want you just to start sitting with your energy. And it's in groups like this where you can expand your energy and we can come together. I'm gonna start doing my own stuff live with rituals and stuff like that of planetary transits, what's going on. I'm not an astrologist. I don't I know a lot about astrology and I can channel the planets. Spirit has given me that. I understand how the planets are. I understand what they're thinking and cuz the planets are energy. And I understand the energy of planets. One of my favorite planets and it's the most complicated to understand is Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces. Ooh, yes, Neptune. It's the ruler of Pisces. And it's the mysteries and secrets and things that aren't real, but yet, yeah, that's one of the things. Don't trust butterflies. Trust the recognition. Trust. Does this person resonate with me on my path? Are they on the same path? Are they at like? Hold up a minute. This person's like exactly like yeah. That's a part of your soul tribe. And I'm at the point where it's like, if I don't find anybody, it is what it is. Spirit's going to bring me the right person at the right time. But I have to work on me, working on my craft, making sure that my mission is being accomplished of why I was put here. And it wasn't for to be in a relationship with one person, like, love. It wasn't for that. We have a mission that we have to accomplish. And a lot of people get on tarot for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's love and not spiritual growth. And I'm the spiritual growth person. So, and the edifier and the person who absolutely their spirit pulls in these love situations for me. I ask them to because a lot of people are stuck. They're stuck on, whether or not someone's a soulmate, twin, and they get confused. Let me tell you something. Spirit does not want to confuse you. He doesn't. Spirit wants you to have a sound mind and know when you're going into a situation that it's correct. There will be synchronicities and not just numeral synchronicities. Some people do like to use a lot of numbers, and numerology is important, very important. But synchronicities, as far as just like what I said when it came to, I closed the cycle with my ex-boyfriend, and at the same exact time, and I didn't find out till 2 days later. Precisely. Balance, not chaos. Good point. Thank you so much for bringing that up. At the same exact time, I'm closing this relationship with the ex who says he misses me. Bullshit. He misses my energy. He misses the fact that I had all those cords. If you're cutting cords, that's one other thing I want to talk about. A lot of people go through cord cutting. I want to talk about cord removal. Removing all those karmic cords, because we have these invisible cords attached to people, but yet the core wound is still there. The cord is still there that they can reattach. Excuse me. Say that you start they telepathically. A lot of times we think someone's our twin flame because we can telepathically think what they're thinking at the same time, which that is a sign of twin flame recognition and or a soulmate recognition. But karmics have been able to tap into this. Same with they've been able to tap into synchronicities too. So, So what I've been looking for is the divine stuff. Like, I knew I was going to get my closure with the ex Scorpio. And this sounds terrible because if you watch my channeled reading, like I knew at one point he was going to end up back in jail. I knew this. But I didn't want to say it. Like I didn't want to speak that curse out over him because I didn't want, like, that was, I knew at one point something was going to happen and that was going to be my closure. Hang on one second. My girl Heidi's on here. Hang on, guys. I'm live. My girl Heidi. Either way, uh, oh, when I broke up with my ex, because we had a horrible weekend. There was no compromise. He had zero compassion for my situation, blamed everything on me. I was the only one who had shadow work to do. He was perfect. He doesn't even know what shadow work is. He just kept on saying I was getting in my own way. No, spirit put a block there and said, look, Lisa, there's something better I have for you. And it's not that. And when I broke up with him, guess what happened? 2 days later, I didn't even know what happened when it did. 2 days later, the ex Scorpio ended up, I found out at the exact same time that I'm breaking up with my ex, his house is being raided by the cops and he went to jail. That was my sign that that karmic narcissistic vortex has now been closed. That's the synchronicities that I've been looking for. And then the other, like synchronicities such as for Pisces reading yesterday, I come out of my sleep and I hear the song Unchained Melody and I was just like, oh my gosh. And and it was the Susan Boyle version. So if you haven't heard it, you need to. That's a spirit. If you've been going through these dark nights of the soul, this is what you're supposed to be singing. Oh my love. Yeah. This is what source and your divines is singing over you. I felt such comfort yesterday in knowing that. And then wouldn't you know, I get hoovered last night by AJ. Trying to explain himself, going around the same mountain. I'm like, look, dude, I'm good. I don't care. Go about your life. Be about your business. You're not sucking my energy no more. Enjoy. Because I'm learning to protect my energy from energy sources who have got me off track and was taking my power. Well, what happened was when I heard that song, Unchained Melody, I go to my mom and dad's for dinner. This is the synchronicities I watch. I go to my mom and dad's for dinner. We have dinner. I'm sitting down and I'm checking the Pisces reading as it's uploading. And my dad puts on the movie Ghost. And that song was on TV. And I'm like, oh, those are the synchronicities that Spirit's been giving me. It's not just the new number synchronicities anymore. It's what the? It's that type of, it's bigger stuff. And I'm just like, Spirit, you're so good. You're so on point. You're so awesome. You're so on point. Oh, one other thing. I wanted to talk a lot about, some of us who have gone through this. That's a good way. Well, what I want you to do is not even just listen to the synchronicity through the music anymore. Oh, my cats are like that too. Not just look for the synchronicities in music, but I want you to after you listen to that song, see if it doesn't play somewhere else when you're least expecting it. And you'll know, okay, that was a sign from Spirit. Or see what downloads you're getting as you're listening to it and watch how that plays out and see if there isn't a synchronicity, a physical manifestation that plays out after you heard that song. Heidi, I'm back. Everybody say hi to my girl Heidi. She's probably going to be one of my moderators on here. Yeah, she doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to ask her to start moderating my channel. Heidi is an element bender. So very, very, very powerful. Yeah, these are some of my new subscribers that are on here right now. And I'm kind of talking a little bit about how I came into this, Heidi. And hi, Dana, I'm back. Yeah. I have some very, very, very faithful, loyal subs, and, like I said, I messaged YouTube last night, I'm like, "Look, I hit my 1,000 subscribers, I'm above now." I actually hit 11 or 1,050 last night. Now I'm up to it's just growing, so I really do appreciate I'm gonna continue to do, Spirit has showed me that I need to continue to do, um, your main readings. I should have been doing it all along, but I'm gonna continue to do the main readings through, and upload videos. But I'm gonna also go live too and stream when I channel. Most of my channeling stuff will be streamed, so you're aware. Um, Probably do super chat. Probably will pull cards. I do stuff for the collective all the time. Last week was a battle. I want to tell you about the synchronicities of what happened last week if you guys have a few minutes. Last Sunday, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before, I was there was something going on in the spirit, and I was just like, this isn't right. This is yeah, something doesn't feel right. And I pulled cards and I was like, I was doing it for Capricorn's reading for April, and the devil card came out, but something didn't feel it felt off, really off. And I'm like, all right, this is for the collective and this is a warning spirit. What are you showing me? And he gave me a song from Breaking Benjamin called Had Enough. Um, and I wasn't sure if it was directed at like workers or if it was directed at dark forces. But so you can take it how it resonates. Well, let me tell you what happened. I gave that word out on Sunday night. I think it was Monday that Notre Dame caught fire. The Notre Dame Cathedral. And then there was another synchronicity I'm not going to bring up. There's another synchronicity I'm not going to bring up because it's personal. I had a friend get a hold of me, confirmed. It was confirmed by a few people too. And then a certain community of us frontliners came under this huge attack. And feelings of dark night of the soul and emotionally we were like this all week fighting, but trying to stay in integrity and love at the same time, which is really hard to do when you're angry. And those shadow works are coming up and the impurities are coming up. Well, what happened was by then I get a synchronicity about going to a healing thing for, it was a shamanic healing thing for the Libra full moon. And I knew that that full moon was powerful. That full moon, it was a rare blue moon at 0 degrees Aries or 29 degrees Aries and 0 degrees Libra, which is, I got chills, which is huge. So if you set intentions to find your one true person, they're coming because it broke off everything else. So you have to be very careful if whatever intentions you set. I wish I could have gone live and done something live. Now that I have my live stream back, I had also talked to the shaman. We're going to be doing rituals once a month. There was, okay. With the cathedral in Notre Dame, there was a lot of ancient relics. I'm back. There was a lot of ancient relics that I really didn't know a whole lot about Notre Dame. There was a lot of other people who knows way more. And a friend of mine, Summer Solstice, that gets on here sometimes, she was telling me a lot of this. There's a lot of ancient relics and stuff like that. And when that caught on fire, there was a lot of activity, shall I say, that was released into the ethers, good and bad. Angels and demons were released through that, as well as mysteries that we're supposed to get. that were being bestowed upon light workers. So, yeah. And yeah, of course, we were going to come under attack with that kind of manifesting power. Well, we're going to talk, Heidi, we need to talk about that one on one. I mean, you could, if you can explain what you're talking about on here, I'm fine with that. I trust you. Go right ahead. Heidi actually knows a lot about Catholicism. I don't. I didn't grow up Catholic. But I don't know a whole lot about Catholicism personally. I grew up in a very religious community, stuck in religion, and spirit broke me away from that and said, "Now you and me are going to learn each other. You're going to learn how spirit moves. You're going to learn how to hear my voice. You're going to know when it's me and you're going to know when it's not. I'm going to give you physical signs. I'm going to give you synchronicities. You'll know when it's spirit because you'll be blocked. Say, go to this direction," which is exactly what happened with my live feed, which turned into a blessing in disguise because now I can get my channel monetized if I want. Now I got my live streaming back. I was pissed when they took my live stream. I was so mad. It's like, what the heck? Shadow. Yeah, absolutely. What I ended up going on a quest though with was the man. I wanted to know how Jesus walked this earth. I wanted to know what he did, how he did it. I wanted to understand how he could just walk on water and just by the power of his words heal somebody. He was completely immersed in spirit, completely, from head to toe, overflowing with spirit. He couldn't contain it. Well, we are containers of overflowing stuff. What are you overflowing? I did a video on Savage Jesus, so some things he didn't look like love. The most important thing to him was his spiritual relationship. He'd go off on his own. He'd just leave his disciples by themselves. He'd go off and pray for 40 days and fast, taking that time. That's where power came on him. When he was tempted by Satan 3 times, yeah, that was right after a fast where they thought that he would have been at his weakest point. No, that was his strongest point. When he humbled himself for that power to be able to resist the enemy. Well, you can have a conversation with him through spirit. Like I said, I'm going to start my private readings. I don't want to go a whole lot into this right now, but I'm going to go into I'm going to start back with my private readings. Very good. Just ask. Take time. Music's powerful. I have I felt spirit on me so hard that I tick. Like especially when I'm praying in tongues, which I'm going to say I do on here. So, yeah. That's a spiritual gift. That's a powerful gift. So, a lot of times I'm praying in tongues. I prayed in tongues more in the last month than I have probably in the last 10 years. That's why my readings are pretty powerful because that builds up an edifice in yourself and you're getting downloads and spiritual mysteries when you pray in tongues. You don't know what you're saying, but spirit does. and you become an element bender. If I don't know how to pray for somebody, I just start praying in tongues. Because spirit knows better than I do. That my limited mortal mind can think, and the constructs in my own mind, I bypass that. Spirit knows how to pray for somebody way better than I do. And you want to know what? I believe now that we have the internet and now that it's worldwide, that now my left hand's really starting to tingle. That's so cool. I love it. That's the other things. I get stuff in my body. I know when I'm speaking truth. I really believe, like, at one point when I start praying, and somebody's going to get the interpretation of what I just said. It might not. It's just going to come to them, and it's going to be a knowing. They're going to know. You and me, and yeah, we're going to head downstairs because I'm going to get coffee. Yeehaw! I'm so happy to have my live stream back. Thank you all again. Yeah, well, that's probably my roots. Actually, the Bible talks very highly about that spiritual gift. Well, I don't believe that. Some people, it's a gift and it's bestowed. I mean, everybody. Paul says, I wish that you all pray in tongues. Therefore, in other words, there's people who did not pray in tongues and did not have that ability to do so. So, like, that's no big deal. You can vibe for it. You can ask for it. That's not anything that hang on a second, I'm making my coffee. That's something that oh, keep it up here. Walk around my house, not the most appropriate. Sorry. I'm just so excited to get back on my live stream. Making coffee one-handed. It is a spiritual gift. And be prepared, light workers. 40 days from Christ's resurrection was the day was ascension. It was ascension. 50 days was the day of Pentecost. 50 days was the day of Pentecost, and I don't judge anybody who. Some people just we are not to compare ourselves to one another because we are all fractals of God, like the glitch likes to say. We are all fractals of God. We all have a different part to play. However, if you want it, Spirit's willing to give it to you. I'm just going to tell you that. It's the truth. If you want it, it'll change your life. Be prepared to go on a real weird journey where people don't understand you, where you're hated, where you have the glory. I hear y'all, like my cats are all down here wanting their cat food now. The glory rests on you, and you're looked at like, why do I, yeah. You end up getting followed by people, weird people, and Satan will attack you. The enemy will attack you more. I don't want to just call him Satan. The enemy will, and it's not people either because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. When you come up to a higher level, you'll be more attacked. That's just the bottom line. Light workers are moving into power now, folks. And I've said it for a while. If you've been going through these things, if you've been going through these types of things and these types of attacks, it's because you have an anointing on your life. some for kind of anointing you have on your life. And Dark knows it. So they guess what they do? They send you a series of people to keep you stuck in a delusional way of 3D matrix thinking. And this is one of the things that we've been talking about is, getting out of this 3D matrix thinking, and because we're in a new realm now, guys. Well, guess what? Then you're probably ready. Just ask God. Ask God for it. Do you want me to pray for you, Aaron? Because I will right now. I don't care. If you want it. Oh, I got hammered in spirit. I was on the ground. That was my baptism. I started praying in tongues when I was filled with the Holy Ghost. When I got baptized in fire is when power came on me. It's two different baptisms. That's when the healing anointing came. Ooh, look at me. I say healing anointing and I get goosebumps everywhere. It's when the healing anointing came on me, and having the power to cast out devils and stuff like that. And I actually went on a missions trip and I saw this stuff with my own eyes, and I'm like, it's true. It's all true. And it was the most eye-opening thing I've ever saw in my life, is legs grow and people getting healed of tumors in their head that's affecting their eyesight. And woo! It was pretty profound what I saw. But Aaron, you pray about it. If you want it, spiritual. We right now, we are the superpowers. We're like superwoman, yeah. That girl Heidi is an element bender. So, she lives across the country. She called rain. And within a minute, it started pouring with hail while I was driving around. And I'm like, Heidi, what are you doing? And then she called for the sunshine to come out. And it stopped. There's a live video I did about a month ago on my YouTube. I need to check that live video out if you don't believe me. And we're all coming together and we're all finding each other from all different parts, all ends of the earth, and we're able to connect. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. And I'm so excited. So I've just been obedient and listening to what Spirit's telling me to do. Like I said, my ex kept on saying, you're getting in your own way. An element bender is somebody who can basically control the elements: air, earth, fire, water. Call down fire. Make it rain. Bring about, say somebody needs a lot of rain because they're going through drought or they have wildfires. That's one thing I'm gonna say to Heidi. Look, dude, when you see California is on fire from now on, send the rain that way. She can get it out of shute. There we go. I've been praying in tongues a lot. Nope, I'm not religious. I just like Jesus a lot. He's my best friend. And I have such a peace like I've never had before as a single woman at 44 years old. Yeah, get that. 4 times 11. I got so much work to do. Since my dark nights of the soul, my houses fell apart. I fell apart. Everything's fell apart. So I'm trying to get your guys' May readings out now so that I can take the better part of next month doing just private readings and fixing my house up. I have 2 houses to fix up. I have grass outside. Here, I'll show you. Look. grass outside the front of my house that needs mow that I have to do because I don't have any support really to do it. So I got lots of stuff to do. Either way, like I said, also calling in these 1,000 subs has been huge for me. And it happened, I hit the 1,000 because of Libra. I was uploading Aquarius at the time, and I thought Aquarius was going to take me over the edge. No, Libra did. That April, my reading for Libra's April has gone way beyond what I thought it was ever going to go. Thank you. You know, and I get it. I'm not. Oh boy. My creamer is gone. Do you want to know what that means? That means Lisa's got to go to the store. I don't want to go to the store. But now it's time to get happy, folks, and get out amongst people. I don't know if you guys have felt the shift. I was no longer comfortable. I was always I was very extroverted with being an Aries and being a Libra. Very extroverted. I love being around people. You know, and even Capricorn don't mind. Well, Capricorn, yeah, that's the discerning person in me. Is my Cap Moon. I take in information with Libra and Aries, and then I have to filter it through my Cap Moon. It was hard to find. Well, that was on purpose. You were meant to find me, honey. You were meant to find me. Heidi, how many times have I said about my channel is I didn't do this to get famous. That's not my purpose in any of this. My purpose is to help people primarily get unstuck from abusive people and learn that what they're going through, to learn what they're going through isn't they're not crazy. It's a normal process of enlightenment and coming into a higher spirituality within yourself, and then show you and help you come into your purpose. And I have certain decks of cards that I use. And you want to know what? The religious people don't like it that I read tarot. But 2 years ago almost now, I heard Spirit say, after I graduated college, yeah, I got college degrees. I'm pretty smart. And I worked in social work for about 5 months. And they didn't like it because there's people who were starting to feel better and they wanted to keep them in the system. Sorry I wasn't with your wanting to keep people sick, but I forgive them. God bless them. They lost a good case manager. They lost a healer. And they're going to be held accountable for it. Not me. I'm still that's a whole different karmic justice. That's what I'm called to do. I'm not called to do anything. I can't do anything else. Spirit's like, this is what we're going to do. And you need to go through the dark night of the soul and you need to learn. And by learning, your ego needs broken, that there's people you can't change. And that's what we try and do. We try and change these narcissists and we try and change. They don't, you know, and then I believe we're coming into a point or where our very presence, I believe we're coming to a point and a convergence point at one time here in the very near future where either these sociopathic narcissistic people, they're going to run away, or they're going to get delivered and healed. There's no gray anymore. They're not going to be able to stay the same once they had an encounter with you. So, you know. One of the things that I've also noticed, and this is kind of getting off topic, but it's kind of, when you have sex with a narcissist and you're a healer, and then you have Pisces, your Lilith and Pisces, you heal people in your, if you have dreams that you, okay, the ex-sociopath, the one that's in jail, he would invade my dreamscape. Like, he was an upper level sociopath who knew exactly what he was doing. I believe he was ridden with demons. I believe when he came in contact with me, those demons, she can go, like I said, she can go ham there. That has to, it's funny. Hi, Morgan. How are you? Welcome to my channel. I believe we're coming into a time where our very presence and just walking by somebody is going to, and I've had this happen, but they're either going to run or they're going to be magnetically attracted to you and ask what it is about you, why they, and I've had this happen. There's just something about you. There's just something about you. And it's like the light in me, you know, we can't allow our lights to get dimmed by abuse and self-neglect anymore. Okay. I know I look terrible, but like, I was just so excited to get on and be like, hey, I'm back, and be able to live stream through my phone again. Because now there's things, like I said, there's to stay in contact with my subs and stuff. There's things that I need to accomplish this coming month. And I'm going to try and get my readings out. I can only upload like 2 a day because it's taking like 5 hours to upload videos. I got to figure out a different system of uploading. I do have a regular camera, so that's going to be one thing I'm going to have to really start working on. Maybe it'll go faster if I do it through my computer instead of uploading through my phone. I don't know. But I'm not a techie, so it's hard. So you're having, okay. I actually have a second channel that I didn't start yet. And I've been waiting for the right time and waiting for healing of myself, because I was still very bitter about half of my soul having to be ripped apart. I thought about starting a channel on healing from narcissistic abuse and creating awareness. There's a lot of awareness, but there's not a whole lot on the healing part. There's a lot of this is the signs, this is what happens, this is what, you know, but not a whole lot on how to overcome. And it's going to be it's going to be very biblically, it's called Jehu's Revenge. It's what it's going to be called. Well, that's what it is called. I have a second channel. I just didn't do anything yet. Yep. So it's going to be more geared toward the metaphysical healing and how it's going to be biblically based, but it's going to be a militant approach on our mindset of how we need to think about these people. Yeah, it's scary. My dreams were invaded for months from a narcissist, sociopath. Months. But I found out through because of my, it was awful. He would come and have sex with me in my dreams. And he knew my Lilith was in Pisces. And when you have that placement, having sex in your dreams actually physically heals that person in the physical. They wake up feeling better. You wake up feeling violated. My other ex, AJ, has his Pisces, his Lilith and Pisces as well. Which him and I have a lot of the same placements, but he's got some major shadow work to do. I can't be with him. He thinks I'm the only one with the issues. He thinks I have the issues. No, I hear God. What's your what? Okay, it's in your 12th and your ascendant. What's your ascendant? Lilith's in my 5th house. My creativeness. If you look up free natal charts, going ASTROLOBE, I think it's astrolobe. Oh, it's in Libra. Ooh, fairness and justice. You can bring the hammer down on some people in that position. My Lilith is in Pisces. That's where I had to harness her. That is where I get a lot of my, that's why I love Pisces. Pisces is like my sign. Ugh. Virgo. I like Virgos. Don't get me wrong. My mommy's a Virgo. I got to show you all something. Oh, one other thing I have to tell you. From the Libra full moon, I started burning 2 candles. I have one that was in an owl candle holder. And then I had one that was in like spring flowers and stuff. And the red candle that I had for love, for my divine partner coming in, that I lit on the Libra full moon. I let it burn till it burned completely out. Well, guess when? It didn't burn completely out till I woke up yesterday. And within 10 minutes after I woke up, the candle holder exploded. Poof, and broke. On Resurrection Day. All right. So, would you guys like me to start my other channel where we can talk about narcissists and sociopaths? It's already up. It's already ready to go. It's just I have not done anything. I was waiting for the correct timing and wasn't sure that I should do it. I'm not going to be able to do lives on there yet because I'm going to need 1,000 subs. But I can at least upload videos and give you guys some understanding on the background. But I already have a lot going on with this channel. So, and I hate to integrate that stuff together because I'm trying to keep it separate. This is more for, okay. Well, if there's anybody out there who's dealt with sociopaths on my channel or narcissists who would like to work on this project with me, that would be super swell. But we're going to have to stay in communication. I want it to be a group project. Oh, I'm completely over the whole narcissistic matrix. That's all 3D matrix stuff. I'm beyond that. I've forgiven them. I don't look at them as bad people. I look at them as a stepping stone and a tool to get. They were used as a stepping stone for light workers and empaths. However, Ms. Lisa, and you can ask Heidi, went into supernova mode last night. Supernova empath mode. there's a difference between being an empath and a super empath. A super empath still has narcissistic traits. And what super empaths can do, and what you'll see this on this channel, even with some of my videos when I'm pissed. I'm in supernova empath mode where I can dim my empathic traits and my more narcissistic traits come up, but then I feel bad after I do what I do. But I will rail against a narcissist, only against a narcissist or a sociopath. I will come and rail against that entity. And it's like a clash of the titans. And I will mirror back to them exactly what they're doing. If you don't know about the super empath or the supernova empath, yeah, we inflict the most damage on these creatures. And it's not the person itself, it's their ego. It's like they usually run. Yeah, they usually run because you're not giving in. You're calling them out on their shit and you're mirroring to them what they do to you when you've had enough. And I never realized I always had these empathic traits and love people and care. But these narcissistic idiots, like I've had it. I at one point I'm like, I had enough. I had enough. Now you're gonna get a taste of your own medicine. So when I kick into supernova mode, it's all over from there. And then of course I calm down, I feel bad, and I ask God to forgive that. Like, but either way, I've got to show you this. This is what my mom got me. She said I was gonna wait and give it to you on Christmas, but I found this. And I want to give it to you now. It's on Easter. I love owls. And it's, look at the bottom what it says. I don't know if you can read it. Intuitive and wise. A loyal friend who is attentive and patient. See, my Virgo mommy knows. When it said intuitive and wise, she knows. You know, and one of the other things I do want to say, I want to shout out the glitch who was on here earlier. He's helped a lot with my channel as well, encouraging me, encouraging his subs to subscribe to my channel, and some of them have. But mostly, I want to thank my Libra subs and my Aquarius subs and all of my subs across the board. I love Virgos too, but they're a little hard for me because I'm always in this magical spiritual realm here, and they're always in the physical. Like, we got to get this done and this done and this done. Email me, Aaron. That's my totem animal. One of them. And then it's the eagle. And then it's the phoenix. Those are my three. The doves I have a dove that I have that usually follows me around too. Plus I have doves that are making down at my apartment building that I've been working on. I have doves that I've made. I have two, and there is two there. So there's a pair. There's a pair that are they made a nest on the one windowsill, and I'm just like, oh, spirit, you're watching me everywhere I go. So cool. Either way, I'm going to cut this live feed off. I am going to do Gemini. I'm going to do a reading for Gemini, and then I'm heading down to my apartment to paint today. So, and then I got to figure out, my dad's going to bring my mower down because I'm sure that the grass needs mowed. I know the grass out here needs mowed, but I talked to my tenant next door about going halves on the mower because I refuse to buy another mower for here with the little bit of grass I have out front. I refuse to buy a mower and have it sit out and get ruined. It's not just going to be my money. I've done that. People ruined my stuff. But I got a brand new mower for down at my apartment building. Okay, I don't usually do this. I have a tattoo right here. Hold on. Look. Sorry. Notice where it's at, please, on my body. Got that tattoo 6 years ago. Before I came into any of this. Way before. There are so many signs that has showed me that this is what I'm supposed to do when it comes to helping people. I didn't know it was going to be a world stage, but yeah, it's right here. My gut instincts are rarely wrong. I don't usually show my belly tattoo. I try not to. But either way, I'm going to let y'all go. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to do a reading for Gemini today. And there was somebody who had asked me to do for Cancer for May and get that uploaded. All of the readings are up for April. And I'm working on May to get them out. And then I'm going to do special stuff throughout the month when I have time. Plus, I have private readings that I'm trying to get. If you guys need a private reading, they're $44. Email me at beautifulmind4275@gmail.com to set up a time. Also, we love you too, Heidi. Yeah, I'm going to set up a few moderators for when I start my super chat. There's a few things that I have to do. I got to get my channel monetized. I wish I had a techie. I do. I wish I had somebody who could come here and set up everything for me. And then it's just go time. But I don't have anybody to do all that for me. So plus I still got some paperwork that I have to get done and sent in so I can get my tax money back. I didn't do that yet. Yeah. So file for an extension and get that out of the way. 2 years worth. Dark Nights of the Soul, man, they killed me. They owe me money all the time. So it's not like Sally Mae is probably going to take it all anyway because I have student loans. So it happens. But at least then that will be caught up. Either way, I'm going to let y'all go. You guys have a wonderful Monday morning. I love you. Thank you all. Stay tuned for more of me. Stay at peace. I send you all peace and love and light and a savage spirit. That you'll walk in your power and your anointing and whatever calling you're called to do. You want to know what? I had fear when I started to do this. And it wasn't because I was afraid of getting in front of people because it's just talking to a camera. I had fear of what people around me would think. I cared what people thought, especially my family. Like, I didn't want my family to think that I was in the occult. I was going to the dark side. I was becoming Anakin and Darth Vader. No, that wasn't it. No, I love Jesus. I do. I know where the power lies. I love what the man did. However, he did that so we could house spirit within us and we know what to do. At times of crisis, we're going to be the ones that know what to do because we're going to be able to sense it, feel it. and then execute it correctly at the right time. We're living in perilous times. Ooh, I just got chills all over me. We're living in perilous times. Like I said, if you all could say a prayer for me, I would appreciate it, and cover me with violet white light. I'd appreciate it. I need your love and support. So thank you so much. I appreciate you getting on with me live. I was so excited when my stream came back. I know everybody has it backward. Well, the kingdom is kind of upside down. One of the things that Jesus said is you have to lose your life to get it. You have to lose your life to have it. Joy. That was one of the other words I got. Joy comes in the morning. Your joy will come in the morning. Boy, am I joyful. I send you off with love. Take care, guys. I love you. I'm going to go get around. I'm going to get a shower. Well, no, I'm going to get a salt bath because I love to do them. I'm going to go get a salt bath. And then, Heidi, I'll let you know when I get my shower curtain as well. Joy comes in the morning, guys. There's a lot of things I have to take care of this month. So, like I said, I'm going to be on and off of here. Be looking for your readings. I'm going to do some special stuff. I need to set up things with YouTube wise with getting super chats going, but I have to have things monetized, and that could take a month. And yeah, there's just a lot of things that I got to do. So bear with me. Your readings will be done for May. I'm hoping to have them all done before May 1st. And then when your readings are done, then it's mostly, I'm going to be working down in my apartment a lot. I could do a lot of channeling that way. I can go live now. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on my stuff. And one of the things I also noticed was some of the comments were being removed as people were commenting positive things on my videos. And I was like, why are these being removed? Like, I saw them coming up in my notifications, but they weren't showing up on the videos. Dark forces don't like what I'm doing. But we all know light dispels the darkness. And we all have dark in us. We're all constantly working. I have not arrived. I'm like here. I still need to get to here. I did wake up right at 12:12 today, so that is a good sign. I love you. You guys take care. We'll see you later. Bye.